Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? The Golden Eagles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Golden Flashes are on the move. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just trucks through it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Getting some heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
On target to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Golden Flashes are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this round.
Tackled immediately after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll throw it on first down. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Golden Eagles will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The Golden Eagles have taken it inside the 20. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Slings it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
That makes the score 10 State, 10.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the back. Fights off a defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're going to run it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
From the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be the expressway is wide open. 10. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds his tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes his connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Golden Eagles will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
Spins away from Watt. Open runway ahead. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Suggs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He wants to throw. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide out in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a 2-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage. But if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're testing the right side here. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 45 on its way. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And the punishment has been extended. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective.
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offense.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe they just need.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Slides away. Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep shucking the field and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Leaves it with the running back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it sucks. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it sucks. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him,
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Jumped on top of the pile. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called